First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hey, hello, welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. We appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching live here, where we are streaming from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, or after the fact on our YouTube channel or at kptv.com under the Fox 12 Now tab, or of course the Fox 12 Oregon app, which is available on any device. So definitely recommend that, whether it's your phone or your Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku. All of those are great places to catch it. And we cover a wide range of topics here, and we get to have a little bit of a longer conversation than maybe we could in other formats. And right now we are talking about a fundraiser coming up called Brushstrokes of Hope. And it's the pairing up of a number of different organizations and people, but we're going to be talking about Rosehaven, which is an amazing nonprofit charitable organization here in town, and we're going to be talking about Chown Hardware, which we've got a pretty interesting backstory there, and just a story of them being here in Portland and how they came together for this charity. We're going to get to all of that and have, well, the experts explain it a lot better than I can, and that's why we are joined now by Liz Stark from Rosehaven and Nathaniel Chown from Chown Hardware. And both of you, thank you very much for being here to talk about this and what a great initiative this is. To start off, Nathaniel, I thought we'd go with you, and which doesn't make sense there. Go with you, and have you maybe tell us a little bit about Chown Hardware and just the history here in Portland or in the region, and how this whole fundraiser got started.
Yeah, so Chown Hardware was started in 1879 by my great-great-grandfather. We were originally kind of a general hardware store. We sold hand tools, fishing licenses, guns and sporting goods up until about the 1930s. And then in the 40s and through the early 90s, we sold commercial hardware for office buildings and hospitals and things like that, which we still do today, as well as specialty hand tools and specialty woodworking tools. We actually sold that business in the mid-90s and reinvested in a division of the business that my grandmother started in the 70s, which is a decorative hardware and plumbing showroom. To this day, that is about half of the overall revenue of the business, and we are still growing and partnering with a lot of global vendors from all over the world, headquartered here in Portland, and we've now expanded with 2 additional locations in Seattle and Bellevue, Washington. So we're very proud to be a part of the Portland community and have been for 145 years.
That's just wild. 1879. I mean, that is such a long time for anything, particularly here in the Northwest. And what do you think it is? This is just me being curious. What do you think it is about your family and your company that has kept it going for that long through that many generations?
Patience and humility. At the end of the day, it's a family business, and I think that what we've done better than some families, I think, is put the family first. The business itself has adapted a few different times over the course of nearly 150 years, but we take our people very seriously. We respect each other, and at the end of the day, we want to all win together and share in that.
Well, that's incredible. Going from that, from this amazing company lasting that long, family business here in this area, tell us about how we transitioned into Brushstrokes of Hope and how this came about and what exactly this fundraiser is for everyone.
Yeah, so we're really excited to host this event called Brushstrokes of Hope. It's a fundraiser here at our Portland showroom just outside of the Pearl District on 16th and Flanders. It started with one of our key vendors, Americh, who's a world-class tub manufacturer and a local artist by the name of Donald Harvey, who wanted to come together and paint a tub, as they've done in some other markets. And we approached Donald Harvey, and he painted this beautiful mural on this tub, and we're going to auction it off for charity to Rosehaven, who's a really vital local charity to the city of Portland. It's shaping up to be an awesome event. We're offering complimentary spirits donated by Migration Brewery and Stoller Family Estate, as well as free food for anybody that wants to come. We really encourage everyone out there to come out, enjoy a beautiful, hopefully, fall Portland night, and help us support an amazing cause.
And I mean, so many different things right there that you just covered. But looking at this here, as far as the art in action, this is a great video, by the way. I love the time lapse here. But this is the art looks the way it ends up. I know what it looks like in the end. It looks amazing. But tell me about this tub, because I was talking to Eric Gortz from Around the House Northwest while this was partially going on. This thing itself is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be the highlight of the evening for sure. It's the tub itself is a Somerset style by Amaranch, hand painted by Donald Harvey. It's not just any tub; it's absolutely a beautiful work of art. He titled it "Bees in the Rosebud Garden," getting inspiration from his own love of gardening and beekeeping at home. It's truly a absolute one-of-a-kind piece, and his work's very well known, and we're thrilled to feature it at this event, and hope it goes for a really high price as a showstopper at this auction.
And all of this, of course, is for these funds that are going to benefit Rosehaven and some of the amazing work that goes on there. And Liz, I was hoping to transition into that. Could you tell us about Rosehaven, and for those who don't know, what the organization is?
Sure. So Rosehaven is the only day shelter and community center in Portland, specifically for women and children. We've been around for about 27 years. And Chown is our neighbor. And I just want to give them a shout out. They have been such amazing neighbors. Their event space, the Eleanor, which is connected to the showroom, is actually where we host our Raining Roses Walk and our back to school giveaway every year, as well as our holiday giveaway for over 500 families. So we served over 4,000 guests last year. We see about 150 people a day. And what day shelter is really a safe place to go during the day, during the hours when things are actually open and you can make phone calls and put those pieces back together. So we have clinics on site, social workers on site, safe mailing address, a clothing boutique where you can, go shopping and feel like a human being. We've got showers. So it's really a one-stop shop where you can meet all those basic needs and work on that long-term change. Right now, Oregon has the second highest rate of unsheltered homelessness in the nation. All of the overnight shelters are at capacity with wait lists. And so places like Rosehaven are the only place that a lot of people can go when they're told to just get on the list and wait. And, I want to bring special attention to the children that we serve, because not only has Chown Hardware been a huge supporter of our children's programs, but right now, Oregon has the highest rate of unsheltered school children in the nation. 1 out of every 25 school children in Oregon is experiencing unsheltered homelessness. So that means they're living outside in cars or in tents. So we need all the help that we can get. We are so grateful for this partnership, and we certainly hope that the tub gets, bid on and that we're able to raise money, because this is really a great example of how you can use whatever your skill is, whether it's painting, whether it's selling hardware and tubs, to do good for your community. You don't have to be a social worker to help. And I think that that's what this event really exemplifies. So we hope to see you all there and sell this tub.
So many things that you just touched on there, in addition to the amazing work you're doing. That was a shocking statistic, that 1 in 25. That's crazy that's where we're at right now. Also, just to comment on this, the partnership between the two of you, between Chown Hardware being here since 1879, Portland business, obviously a legacy Portland business, but also neighbors with Rosehaven and what you do there, and showing that partnership can really come together and everybody can help each other out. Liz, for you, and I want to get more into what your organization is, but for you, how important is it to have those kind of community partners and working with other organizations and people and companies, businesses, all of that, to make sure that you can provide for everybody that you are?
It is so critical. Rosehaven relies entirely on private funding. We got one government grant last year from the Joint Office of Homeless Service for $350,000, but otherwise, every single thing we do is folks, saving their shampoos when they go stay in a hotel, or volunteering their time, or collecting backpacks. It's literally how we keep it going. And right now, when poverty has been so politicized, especially as we get closer and closer to election season, people are really divided. And I think that the business community in particular has been really kind of pitted against our houseless neighbors. And so when legacy businesses like the Chowns stand up and say, we support our houseless neighbors, and it's going to take all of us to dig our way out of this situation that we're in, that means so much more than whatever money we can raise that night. It's truly going to take all of us right now. And this is an example of how we really can make a change.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I mean, this seems like a really, exemplary look at how everybody can come together to help, yeah, make that change, because it does take a lot of people to all working like that. Liz, one more question for you too, just because I want to make sure that people know about this, because I want to get back to the fundraiser in this particular one, and we want to get people there. But in general, for people to help out, if there's a way that they can help, or if people are seeking services as well, what's the best way to contact Rosehaven and get involved?
Yeah, so you can visit rosehaven.org. If you need help or you want help, all the resources are there. We are always looking for volunteers, so you can fill out a volunteer application. We always need financial support. We desperately need help with supplies. Also, following us on Instagram. We are a very grassroots organization. So if we run out of underwear, I'm posting a picture of that empty drawer, and that's how we were able to collect 500 backpacks for the kids, is literally just putting stuff on Instagram and having people share it with their community. So we're right on the corner of 18th Avenue and Gleason Street in Northwest Portland. We're open Monday through Friday for our guests. And so if you need help, we are a low barrier agency, so we don't require ID or sobriety or a referral, anything like that. If you can make it down to our center, we can help you.
Nathaniel, just to ask you one more question too, just because this kind of came to me here talking to Liz, for you from the business standpoint, from the business side, 1879, obviously I keep going back to that because that's such a incredible number. But from the business standpoint, being there in downtown Portland, for you, what do you think it is that is the most important thing for the business community to be doing to engage and interact with the houseless community and organizations that are working with them?
Yeah, we have a unique perspective being in the home industry, right? The concept of being able to come home to something is something that is a luxury for a lot of people in our community. And for me, the organization like Rosehaven really kind of hits a note with me, because it cares after the people that don't have a home to come home to, and that's something that we as a business want to support. Giving everybody the opportunity to have that sense of community, no matter where they are.
Well, this is a great partnership and an example, and obviously all going ultimately for these people who are in need, who, as you mentioned, have a home to go to, and to provide those services. So let's let everybody know one more time when, where, and how they can get involved with Brushstrokes of Hope.
Again, the date's October 3rd. Starts at 6 p.m. at 333 Northwest 16th Avenue at our showroom. We ask that if you're going to come, please RSVP either at chown.com. There's a carousel at the bottom with a big Brushstrokes banner on it, or at rosehaven.org. They also have a link to RSVP. If you're unable to make it to the event but would still like to donate, you can visit our showroom, and we actually have an easel with a QR code that you can bid towards the silent auction for that evening.
Well, thank you to both of you for joining us here just to talk about this, and for the work that both of you are doing in the community, let alone this event itself too, for everybody to know about that, but just in general, thanks. And I appreciate you both being here on Fox 12 Now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for everybody watching, again, we are live here. This is our live streaming show from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and we're here every weekday starting at 1 p.m. Wide range of topics and things that we do get to cover on here, but we get to have more in-depth, longer conversations like the one that we just had. Coming up in about a half hour or so, if you're watching live, we're going to be talking about the Oregon Zoo. We went behind the scenes to the Sea Otter exhibit because it's Sea Otter Awareness Week. So that's what I'm just showing you. It's kind of the wide range of things that we do cover here. But you can check out all of those segments at the Fox 12 Oregon YouTube channel at kptv.com, or to the Fox 12 Now tab, or of course on those Fox 12 Oregon apps. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.